Have you ever woken up with that weird feeling like you should have dreamed, but when you reach for it, there's just nothing? Well, you're definitely not alone. It turns out our ability to dream, something that's baked into our biology, is getting seriously fractured in the modern world. So let's figure out why our nightly cinema has gone dark.
And that really hits the nail on the head. It's not because our ancestors were more spiritual or something. It's much simpler. Their world wasn't actively sabotaging a crucial part of their sleep.
So yeah, that's the big question, right? That's what we're going to dig into. It's a journey into our own brain and, the kind of crazy world we've built around it. Now, this problem actually has a name. Some researchers are calling it a modern REM drought. And listen, it's not just about getting less sleep. It's about losing a very specific and super important kind of sleep.
So what exactly are we losing here? Well, it's REM sleep, rapid eye movement. Think of it like the brain's own creative studio that flips on every night. It's where we sort through our emotions, lock in memories, and where all those wild story-like dreams happen. And this phrase just illustrates the problem perfectly. You can get a full 8 hours, but still wake up feeling kind of flat, emotionally, creatively, just depleted. You slept, but you didn't really dream. The well's there, but the water level is dangerously low. Okay, so what's causing this drought? Well, it's not one single bad guy. It's a whole gang of modern REM blockers. They're all side effects of our always-on culture, and they create this fundamental mismatch with our biology. Let's break down exactly who these culprits are. See, our nervous system is basically running on ancient software. It was designed for a world with natural light cycles, predictable rhythms, quiet nights. But we're forcing it to run in this modern world of bright screens after dark, chaotic schedules, and a constant flood of notifications. And I really want to stress this. If you're struggling to remember your dreams, this is not a personal failure. It's not your fault. Your biology is just doing exactly what it's supposed to do in an environment it was never, ever designed for. All right, blocker number 1, and this is a biggie. We take our work and our worries straight to bed with us. Answering that last email or just replaying a problem in your head, it keeps your brain in this high alert mode that literally shoves REM sleep away, sometimes squashing it completely. Then you've got the classic nightcap. We have this idea that a drink helps us sleep. And it might make you drowsy and knock you out, but here's the catch. Alcohol is a powerful REM suppressant. It doesn't help you sleep, it sedates you. And in the process, it steals that crucial dream stage. Now, this one's a little more obvious, but the timing is everything. That 3 or 4 p.m. coffee or an evening cigarette, that stuff can hang out in your system for hours, keeping your nervous system just buzzy enough that it can't settle into that deep, restorative REM sleep. And of course, the one we all knew was coming, our screens. That bright, bluish light from our phones and TVs is basically screaming, "Hey brain, it's still midday," at our biology. That puts the brakes on melatonin, the get ready for sleep hormone, and it squishes our REM cycles. And the last big one, it's just that our world is noisy. That little buzz from your phone, a car alarm outside, each one can trigger what's called a micro-awakening. You won't even remember it, but all those tiny interruptions are like taking a pair of scissors to a beautiful long ribbon of REM sleep and just snipping it into useless confetti. Okay, so we're losing our dreams. So what? I mean, does it actually matter? What's the real price we pay for this REM deficit? Well, turns out it's a pretty steep one. So, here's the most important thing to get. REM sleep is where our minds get flexible. Think about it. It's our nightly therapy session, taking the sharp emotional edges off of a tough day. It's our brain's master librarian, figuring out where to file all the new stuff we learned. It's our secret innovation lab, connecting weird ideas to solve problems we're stuck on. It's even our personal flight simulator for social situations. When our REM sleep gets thin, all of those abilities to adapt, to create, to connect, they get thinner too. But here's the good news. We can absolutely fight back. We don't have to just accept this REM drought. There's a clear, actionable game plan we can use to reclaim our nights and, invite our dreams back in. It all starts by creating a buffer zone, the last 90 minutes before you want to be asleep. This is your wind down. You lower the lights, you stop making a bunch of decisions, and this is huge. You get tomorrow's to-do list out of your head and onto a piece of paper. It's like telling your brain, okay, problem solving for the day is officially over. Next, you gotta train your brain to actually catch the dreams. And it's a really gentle practice. Before bed, just kind of tell yourself, I'm gonna remember a dream tonight. Then when you wake up, before you move, before you check your phone, just lie still for a minute and ask those simple questions. Any little fragment you get, write it down. It all counts.
And finally, let's lock in the ground rules. Think of these as the foundation that makes everything else possible. Consistency, especially your wake-up time, is king. You've got to manage your light, dim and warm at night, bright and sunny in the morning, keep your bedroom cool, and get serious about those cutoff times for things like caffeine and alcohol. I love this idea of framing this as a small, nightly rebellion, because that's what it is. You're carving out this little protected space for your biology to finally do what it's supposed to do. So what can you actually expect if you stick with it? Well, it's not an overnight fix. The results build. In the first week, you'll just start catching little bits and pieces, a color, a feeling, a weird line of dialogue. But by week 2 or 3, those fragments start linking up into actual scenes. And after a month or 2, you might notice the benefits are spilling over into your waking life. You just feel a little more creative, a little less reactive. And I just have to say this again. There's no magic here. This isn't mysticism. It is pure mechanics. You're just giving your brain the right inputs and the right conditions to let its ancient, brilliant system finally do its job. You can't change the entire modern world, right? But you absolutely can reclaim this little pocket of your night. You can create just enough space for that incredible ancient machinery to turn back on and do its essential work. And this, I think, is just the perfect way to look at it. Reclaiming your dreams isn't about having some huge cosmic breakthrough. It's about something way more practical and, honestly, probably more profound. It's about waking up each morning with a slightly better map for navigating your own life. And really, what's better than that?